And new details in the case of a man accused of being a fake firefighter.
Several law enforcement agencies raided his Brentwood home yesterday, seizing a fire engine from the property.
And assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. Mike, you've been working this story. You've learned the fake firefighter allegations are just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, that's right, Pat. One, I took a trip down to downtown today and pulled some court documents related to this case, and it lists a very concerning allegations here. And we'll take you to his home in Brentwood. That's where this raid was conducted yesterday by the LAPD, the FBI, the ATF, the DOJ, the DMV. Basically, everybody you can think of was there raiding this property, and in it, they accuse him of Steve Farzam of being a fake firefighter, saying he's operating a fake fire department and using that to obtain several various government things, according to court documents. I want to show you the fire engine that was taken from the property here yesterday. We found it in a tow yard down near the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach after it was towed and booked into evidence tow. But this is one of them. It is registered the Santa Muerte Fire Department. According to court documents that I've gone through, Steve Farzam allegedly created this fictitious fire department, registered it with the state, and then has used it to obtain state government license plates, like the ones you see on police cars or legitimate fire engines. According to court documents, he defrauded the DMV to obtain those license plates, 9 of them in total that he used on various vehicles. They even accuse him of going into the Palisades fire using a white SUV with state license plates, red and white lights. They say Farzam himself was dressed as a firefighter bearing the logos of the Santa Muerte Fire Department. Now, this all may sound very familiar to you, and it is because in 2023, I told you about this arrest out in Chino Hills, where the San Bernardino Sheriff's Office arrested a man who is not Farzam, accused of pulling somebody over using a truck there you see with red and white lights on it. Once the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department got inside of that truck, they found a lot of items that bared the name Santa Muerte Fire Department. That's what first got me down this rabbit hole back in 2023. Farzam is accused of creating this fictitious fire department. It's unclear exactly how that man in 2023 was connected to Farzam, but certainly at least through this fake fire department, they found clothes, badges, all kinds of things. Now, Farzam is also accused of a lot of other things, including buying off-roster guns, posing as a law enforcement agent to do that. They also accuse him of going to a Beverly Hills home and threatening a resident there while also pretending to be a law enforcement officer. But they also accuse him of shining lasers at aircrafts. I want to show you a couple excerpts here from some court documents. In one of the situations, an American Airlines pilot reported ducking below the cockpit panel to avoid eye injury, saying that the lasers were shining for so long and so bright they couldn't avoid him, and ducking below the cockpit panel was the only way to get around it. Another American Airlines pilot said despite turning off exterior lights, which are the positioning lights on the aircraft as it's coming into LAX, they could not avoid the laser and had to use sun visors to shield himself. He goes on to say that he described the strike as unusually prolonged and a significant hazard to flight safety. If the name Steve Farzam sounds familiar, it's because it is. Take a look at this. We have interviewed Steve Farzam multiple times. Farzam also operated COVID testing sites during the pandemic. Many of our reporters had gone to Farzam after Farzam presented himself to us, saying he had data about different types of variants, about positive case numbers at a time when testing was very hard to come by in 2020 and 2021. Farzam ultimately would create those operations throughout the West Side, these large-scale testing sites. Now, none of today's charges allege anything to do with the COVID testing site, but they do confirm that Farzam was the owner and operator of that 911 COVID testing site. Guys, this court paperwork, I don't have time to get through all of it, but it also talks about his litany of past criminal allegations, including forging a TSA document that would have allowed him to carry a firearm on an aircraft. There's no allegation saying he actually did that, carried that firearm on an aircraft, but certainly created the fake documents, according to the documents that I read today.
Pretty remarkable.
Just incredible piecing all this together, too.
Yes,
right?
and good work, Mike.
Thank you.
All right.